So this video I can't talk about why I dey trade. Yeah. I can't talk about why I dey trade. So why forex trading or why I dey trade. This whole forex idea, it came into my mind, and then I did one long vacation inside. And then I did house as usual, where I mostly they wake up at the dawn sessions. You understand? So one dawn session for house, I go tap one side for wanna house be gated for Accra. It be gated house. So then I dey sit for, I guess, some place where I usually they sit when I poly tank and I know. Especially where I dey self cry. This my hostel self cry. Where I dey say self cry, go fit see say you see say poly tank dey there. So I mostly I mostly they prefer like place like that, like you know although say dey their house inside, but it's like outside the house when it's quiet place where nobody go come there. Yeah, so nobody attention, nobody go cancel. So why I did that place if I did there as a cough. I dey see the isolation period. I dey call it my isolation zone. You understand? Yeah, I mostly they isolate my body, and especially at the dawn session like this, I wouldn't want someone to wake up to spoil my quiet session. You understand? So then I did it. I did think about myself since it was level 200 long vacation. You understand? It was level 200 long vacation. So which is which was second semester vacations, meaning when we are reopening, we are coming to level 300. You understand? Sure. So that was around 2023 vacation. That was the Christmas era. So I was in Accra. Yeah. I was after that I was staying with my grandmom at that particular moment. That's why I was saying you have a gated community, or let's say a gated house, rather not a community, gated house. So I did there with level 100. I be them person with another bet, honestly, not in, let's say, Avita though, but I won't say I haven't played Avita before, but I've played some before. But Avita wasn't my thing. Mine was the football matches. Although I know they watch football, you understand. So I was making some profits. I was giving us out for people to also cash out and things, but to the extent that I was even paying, or let's say subscribing to case VIP. I'm that type of person. If I decide to go into something, I go all out. You understand? I go fully all out because I'm that type of person that I understand investment, and I understand the returns on investment too. So if I'm investing, in as much as I know the risk associated with the investment, I also understand the returns as well as possible too. So I try to understand the returns as well as possible. So I went fully into the betting. I was subscribing to case daily subscription. It has a daily subscription. I was subscribing the daily subscription, and you know it got to a point that I was making profit. I was breaking even. You understand? And it got to a point I was thinking about myself. I was like, no, I for try something else. I for learn some skill. The betting no be skill. I for learn some skill. If coding, gaming, like gaming didn't come into my mind because I'm not a game type of person. But coding, let's say graphic design, content creation, yeah, everything came into my mind, especially the content creation, because I'm good behind cameras and things. You understand? So I thought, okay, it will be a good idea for me to enter into the content creation. Also, I purchased quite a tools, a console, had my mic, made a nice setup, and started posting YouTube videos and TikTok videos and things. But it got to a point I understood that no, even this content creation job, I really need some money to invest in it, because if I'm planning on a content, or if I'm thinking on a content, the type of content that I would love to do, it involves money. I have to, travel, or I have to buy this type of equipment like drones, this type of things, and then I don't get money. You understand? I don't get money. So in as much as I get my friends around supporting the dream, then I was with I had a friend, so I had friends with them day into the entertainment industry, or let's say them they do music, you understand? Yeah, so I was shooting music video. We were using phone to record music videos for them as well. And I got my friend Jasper, and he actually owns a photo, cooperative, like we call it a JKS Studios. You understand? Yeah. So the JK Studios, it shoots birthday pictures, photo shoots, wedding. So I was kind of collaborating with him with using my videography skills. So I was using the videography skills, and he was the photographer person. So we were kind of collaborating. So because I had that, today I don't want to make you understand, to the extent that I was good at, I was good behind cameras and things. So we were shooting a couple of weddings and stuff, you understand? So fast forward, now I still dey think of what to do for myself. I still dey think of what to do for myself. We got to me, I was like, I remember one of our lecturers telling us in level 100 about learning a soft skill aside this academia, or let's say alongside this academia, this 4 years that you are coming to spend over here, you should learn a soft skill too. So I was like, you know what, I have to recall to what the lecturer said. It was an entrepreneurship class, it was entrepreneurship skills class. So guess what? So the lecturer was like, you guys should learn something, you guys should learn coding, forex trading. There are guys making a lot of money nowadays and things, you understand? Aside this school, videography, graphic design, using canvas, AI and things, code, you understand? So this was the type of motivation the lecturer was giving us. But way back level 100, mind you, at the talk after that time, I did level 200 vacation, we had a can go level 300 though. I mean, I first spent my half of my academic year on campus finish, you understand? So like at the talk, we I don't make you understand, say then he left another 2 years. So then I didn't want to do my brightness. Oh, sorry. So I chopped my first half finish. He left my other halfway. And I did think about myself. I talk say no, Charlie. I for learn something. So I take my phone. I go YouTube, go search about the forex trading. Initially, I started with the coding. Read the coding. As I see the first video for the coding, the things that I see, me I know with that computer guy, I started with that IT guy, But the moment I see the code, the things I say, no, quit. Charlie, meaning it. No, I cool down. You understand? I say, okay, make I go search the forest. So as I go search the forest trading, the first thing that I see with the first pop-ups with then I see with the lifestyles. You understand? Then I wasn't even seeing the charts, or let's say the markets like that. No, I was seeing the lifestyles of the forest traders. Yes, like a day in the life of a forest trader. There used to be to I get that type of content creation idea. So I see a day in the life of a forest trader. Okay, then make I go search. Okay, then I go click on. You see the lifestyle. And that's okay. Oh, people they actually make money from this forest thing. Yeah. So it started getting my attention. Then I started paying attention to it, and eventually I started searching on, beginners tutorials and things. Started with it and started watching videos, downloading books. Some of the books were actually the true. Like I saw the books after watching a video, maybe throughout the video, the person, maybe Jeffrey Benson, or let's say Jeffrey Benson, or Happy Forest, Kojo Forest, let's say V Dollar. Yes, mommy, the beginning stage, these are the people that are they watch the V Dollar, Happy Forest, Kojo Forest, Jeffrey Benson. You understand? Yeah, my beginning say this person, actually this person, this V Dollar guy, he was the first pop up guy that I like, pop up video that. Yeah, so I actually remember he's not a Ghanaian trader and he's not a Nigerian trader. He's an African trader though, either Kenyan or I don't know. So I actually started watching videos, from Vidola to, and started watching the lifestyle. So I was watching the educative videos from Vidola, and I was watching the lifestyle videos from Kojo Forest and Happy Forest and Jeffrey Benson. So it got to the point I said no, I have to do this thing. So I downloaded my accounts and my apps, the needed apps, created the account, made some deposits, started making money, blowing account to I started making some. I remember I first made some $21. Yeah, for $10 deposit I make $21. So you imagine, that my eye get past. I not gonna lie you. So then I say no, this thing there I for do one them things, you understand. We So this be how, or this be why I started forex trading, you understand. So stay tuned for the next part, and I will talk what they found me in this foraging, because one thing for no be say forest be very 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 capital intensive, you understand. So if you fund your body, or you say if you no go fit dey trade on a daily basis with demo account,